right, this is your host, Jay Miller, the Brother Guys Podcast.
Wait.
We're back here on episode 195 of the Brother Guys Podcast, man.
We back.
We back.
I was supposed to change my clothes to make it look like a different day.
I got Malcolm as supporting to the left of me.
I'm to the left and I'm on the soundboard.
I got T Rose to the right. You feel me?
That's a fact. West side till I die.
And yeah, man, I did not know that was his brother. I guess I should have read the credits when it started.
It literally said, yeah. Kieran McCall. I was like, hold on.
Okay.
As soon
They
as
do
he
look
popped,
alike though.
Exactly. As soon as he popped up, I'm like, nigga, that's Kevin, little brother. But no.
If y'all ever get around to watching The Idol with The Weeknd, the love interest Jocelyn is Johnny Depp's daughter.
The main short?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. Johnny Depp's daughter.
I didn't get to watch it because my Max subscription expired and they raised the price, and I was like, this ain't a priority right now.
They did raise it.
You know.
Well, I want to say there's another there's a show on HBO Max where I think it might be off now, where it was about a story about a couple, basically a guy who was in a church and a lady who was in a church. They ended up having an affair. Yeah. The shorty who plays
They set it up though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they planned it. They planned on having an affair.
They planned the affair?
Yeah.
Mary-Kate and Ashley's little sister is the
Love, Death, or something like that?
Mary-Kate and Ashley's little sister is the shorty.
I know what you're talking about. I know because the
Wanda?
Whoever was the one cheating, yeah.
No. From the MCU?
I believe that is her. But they look alike. But I'm not 100%.
They look alike though. If you look at them, it's
all of them look alike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause I was watching shit. I'm
looking for my phone.
Where in the fuck? I'm watching the show. I'm like, where in the fuck do I know this face from?
Cause ain't that the same dude who got all them roles, but we can't remember his name?
Yeah,
his face is just mad identical.
Like Mike nigga.
Like Mike Bully.
King Woodbine.
All right.
No. Oh, the hater from Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yes. The nigga that was the Fed. The main nigga. I just can't think of his name.
He's a hell of an actor.
I don't like your face, bruh.
He's a hell of an actor.
No. He can act like a motherfucker.
His face is mad uncomfortable.
Change your face.
Facts. Cause but he's recognizable off his face.
I'm just fucking with it.
You know who has a role that niggas to this day still don't like him?
Oh yeah, the dark skinned nigga. That's always the evil nigga.
No, I was gonna mention
Joaquin?
what's the white boy's name from Kids that was going around fucking all the girls that had AIDS.
The main
one.
Roach.
Yeah, no, not Roach. The other one.
Oh yeah. I don't know his name.
I think I might have been reading an interview or something.
People didn't fuck with him because
he was saying people till this day still don't fuck with him because of that role.
Damn.
And he was in Sons of Anarchy too. Yeah, it was like a short role.
I can't remember his name. Wasn't he like Casper or something in the movie?
I forget his name.
To go back to what y'all was talking about, the WandaVision shorty's name is Elizabeth Olsen.
Yep,
that is her. And you talking about the show Love, Death or something?
Love, Death.
That?
Yep,
something like that. Yeah,
pretty fire.
Yeah, I tried to get into it, but
it started slow.
Okay,
it started slow. It started slow. The cheating and all that shit don't start till the second, third episode.
This right?
Yep.
Okay.
The Idol. Oh wait, no, that's the Love Death.
No, the Idol.
No, that's that tight little.
I got a homie that really likes that show. You watch it?
No, but I know that clip.
Say it again.
I got a homie that really likes that show.
Who?
Snow.
Really fuck with it?
Potential, yeah.
That might say something about him. I'm not gonna hold
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Clemens.
Jesse Plemons. That's that nigga name.
The
Idol, bro, and we talked about it here briefly, bro. But The Idol is one of them shows where it's I enjoy it because of all the cringiness. It makes people so uncomfortable, bro. But it's it's The Weeknd doing all the cringy shit, bro. So it's just fucking hilarious. And it's it's clearly a cult. He's clearly a scam artist, and everybody is just falling for his bullshit. And there's only two people who are are you niggas hypnotized right now?
He's on bullshit,
bro. Yes,
I've seen the scene where bro was touching on his girlfriend,
trying to get her to hit the notes and shit. In the studio, it was the middle of the studio session, right? Mad niggas was around.
No. They was in a kitchen. He was touching her, oh my god, your body's so tight. This and that.
Yeah, this show just sound weird, bro.
You seen all the episodes and you know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to remember which is Zach.
No, I was asking.
That happened mad times. So.
Oh, and he snapped.
No, you're who? Okay, time out. You said that he Like The Weeknd was rubbing over somebody else.
No, somebody else was rubbing on his girl.
Was it a girl or was it? Because a bunch of shit happens in that show, and there's a bunch of instances when she's getting rubbed on.
What you mean? Was it a girl?
Was it a boy?
Bro, is it some?
Can you give me a straight answer?
Half breeds in there too?
No, they got like cross
dressers.
It's a few gay people.
They
in there.
flip. Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what
you can't tell me and Mac ain't seen the show.
Yeah.
So
nah, bro. I saw. Okay.
Just watch. Just
now you're making me second guess myself. I tried to watch it.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. So this is an interesting question now. What made you stop? This is my favorite question to ask Malcolm. Because it's always something like
it's something
that he like doesn't like bring to the forefront.
I will rewatch it just to tell you what made me stop watching it because I don't remember.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember. I got like 20 minutes. I probably didn't even get 20 minutes into the first episode, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm cool off this. But I'm not.
I guess part of me wonders if it's like because you can't remember, so I wonder if was it just like bad TV that made you.
I think it was just bad TV.
Okay.
But I also am not for the whole. Like black men with white women on my television.
Okay.
I'm not for that.
Okay.
That's why I stopped watching Euphoria.
You're not gonna want to finish this then because they kind of like.
That's all they do. Is he at least robbing them or is he loving these hoes?
It's a lot of fucking. He's not love. It's a cult. It's a cult.
So he's okay.
It's a cult.
He's the false idol.
Oh,
is that why all those people are in his house just chilling like that?
It's not his house. It's her house. But you would think it's his house. That's what I'm saying. Like when you,
that's why. Okay, so bro, this is the same show because the dude who was over there was refusing to leave, and she was like, no, I'll leave if she wants me to leave, but you can't tell me to leave.
Yeah.
And he was like looking at Shorty, and she was like, all right, bro, you gotta go.
Oh, the cook. The cook. Yeah.
He's friends with the girl.
Jocelyn. Yeah, he's been her chef for like mad long.
Yeah, he was feeling her stomach.
Okay, yeah. He didn't. Yeah. Yep.
And dude was like, what the fuck is going on right in front of my face?
Yeah.
That was way worse than Usher and Kiki.
Yeah. Facts.
Maybe not, because there was a million people on TV watching that show. I mean, on the internet, but yeah. I don't know. If my girl do a 364 nigga, that's raps. Especially at a concert.
Yeah, don't do no 364 random nigga.
Yeah, no, that's over with.
Did we already have a conversation to hear about like distinguishing toxic masculinity and just like basic respect in a relationship?
No, but I think we've had that conversation over the years from different topics, but never from that that specific, right?
I just feel like, and I don't even make this a men and women. I just wanted to make this just like a decent human being thing.
Because a lot of times women want to get off. They want to get off your controlling when they just want to be able to disrespect you.
I was gonna say I don't want to make this a men versus women thing or anything like that because it works on both sides, right? Like if you're like,
well, we speaking from the side that we experience.
Yeah, but when I say that though, I just want to be clear in saying this. Like, as a man, like I know how to conduct myself, so I just respect that same respect. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I go so hard when it comes to like that topic because it's like. You wanna like you said, you wanna get out and like do all like the wild shit and mask it as having fun. But if I go out and do wild shit,
you disrespectful and don't care about me, quote unquote.
It's a bunch of shit that don't really be like making sense. But
and I've just accepted in life when it comes to relationships, and this is what everyone's gonna have to accept. There cannot be that equality thing, and there is always double standards. Because men like women for a different reason than women like men. So the values of how you're supposed to move is always going to be different. But it should always be under the boundaries of respect.
Okay.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I see where you're.
Because it's like
I don't know. It's just boggling me because the gender shit. It was like equality. Like I don't know.
I try not to base it off of the gender shit, bro. Because I try to get.
I'm saying, well, are y'all dating men?
No.
So then it has to be.
No, my thing is like it still is a general conversation though, bro.
No,
outside of like the reason that I may like you or you may like me as a woman, like. When it comes down to it, it all boils down to just like basic respect.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. How it has to be under the umbrella of respect. But what I'm saying, the double standards and the equality is, it's like the situations when folks be like, I wouldn't let my girl wear that. And other people's like, oh, you can control what your girl wears. It's like, it's not controlling my girl wears.
Comes down to that common ground that you just mentioned. It should be like a clear, like, understanding.
Well, no. This is the double standard here, because it's like what I want from my woman is exclusivity on seeing her body. You may not want that from me. You might be cool with me walking around with my shirt off at the beach, or like any fucking where. You may not want that from me. You like me for a different reason, maybe not for exclusivity of seeing my body. That's what I mean by that's gonna be a double standard.
I feel like that comes down to like what like y'all got going on in y'all relationship at the same time.
And that's why I'm saying in every like, it's not gonna be equal. It's gonna be that double standard.
For different people.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's not going to be equal across the board.
Yeah.
And then the double standard is where the difference between men and women is coming in.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in disagreement with that at all. I guess I'm just trying to, because it's completely fucking my whole thought process up and like the way that I view.
Speak on it. What's fucking you up?
Because I guess my whole thing with it is
what's it?
It being the whole gender role situation thing. Like, okay, let's just take
pertaining to relationships, right?
Yeah,
and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm saying, and it's like, let's just take a very simple, basic situation.
So wait, are gender roles and double standards like the different sides of the same coin? Is that what you're getting at here?
Gender roles and yes,
okay,
in a sense. Okay, so let's say, for example, like, let's take the most basic and most common one. The man is the provider and the hunter and gatherer, and the woman is the stay-at-home, clean up, take care of everything else while the man take care of provide.
Outside the world.
Yes.
In the world, okay.
Yes.
I'm with you so far.
Now, that's how we was taught. That's how it was pushed onto us being society, us being citizens of the world. So that, I don't know. It might also be, I might be biased as well, because I've had both effects. I've had the both parents in the house, and I've had the single parent in the house. So that's where, from seeing it live and seeing it actually in person, that's where it's like, the double standard shit just kind of just like,
when you say seeing it, I don't understand what you mean. What did you see?
How I just broke down that basic example of the hunter and gatherer provider.
So did you? Okay, so you saw that happening?
I saw it happen from both parents, and then I saw it when it switched to being all on one parent.
Got you. Okay,
so that's why I'm like, ain't no role. If you become in this case, in this situation, if you become a husband or just a partner in marriage, period, or if you become a parent, it don't matter what gender you are, nigga. You have responsibilities in that position. Now,
let me slow you down just a little bit though, because I feel like this is completely different from what I'm talking about, because we're talking about in a relationship. If there's only one person, there's no relationship, so that's not what I'm talking about at all.
Yeah, we was more so speaking on the relationship aspect,
not the parenting aspect.
The respect shit.
I was trying to tie it back to that. I'm trying to formulate the thoughts to get it out.
Okay, all right. My bad.
Go ahead.
Just because you had just lost me for a second.
I know. I'm trying
go ahead.
to formulate it out and get it out to where it makes sense, tying back to what you talking about.
Okay, all right, bet.
Because I don't
want to interrupt.
So, yes, you 100% right. We talking about the relationship situation. Now that goes back to the example that I was explaining about the hunter and gatherer versus the take care of everything at home situation. That's the couple. That's the relationship right there. Now, I don't believe that the male has to be this or needs to do this, or otherwise he's no longer considered a man or a male or whatever the fuck, and vice versa for the woman. Because it could be, nigga, we know somebody personally who the roles are switched. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. Because they sat down and spoke on that. That's just some shit that's how it happened over time. We know this person. Okay. All three of us, actually. We know this person. I'm not going to state them out because, I'm not going to put person, but that's just.
I'm glad I'm lost, but go ahead.
Yeah, facts.
We'll talk about it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But nonetheless.
The radio shit, don't forget. Y'all remind me.
All right. Got you. So that's where I was like, I don't agree with the gender role conversation when it comes to, I don't agree with people who feel like this role is specifically for this gender and this role is specifically for this gender. I just feel like this is a human thing. Like, so in a relationship, it makes it easier for those roles to be broken down and split up. But it's just been taught and pushed so much that that's how it is, that now that has become a standard, that has become the norm. When it's not technically like that. Like, it's just, that's how it falls versus that's how it's being pushed on. So basically how it's being pushed on you versus what it actually is. And that's what it's been. And I don't agree with that. Because it could be flipped. But literally it being flipped and that couple being okay with that, they bring that out to the world, and now the world's like, no, that's wrong. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's like, who are you to tell me how my relationship is supposed to go?
Yeah.
This is my relationship, and this is how we work. So this is how it's gonna work. You not in this. What the fuck? Shut up. Go get your relationship. You worry on that.
Right.
That's where I'm getting at with that. So,
any comments before I say something?
You go first.
So this goes back to what I was, we talked about something before where I was like, when I speak, I'm always talking about the origin and the most natural position of things. So I would argue that that's not that I would say that is pushed by society, but it was pushed off society based on nature. Kind of like when we had the conversation of one's more leaning towards one side of the spectrum as far as logic and one's leaning towards the other side of the spectrum as far as emotion. Like, that is pushed by society, but it's supported by nature.
It's okay.
And just given, if you look at the field and you ask questions, granted, there might be situations where that stuff happens and it works. But if you go out and you do a survey of 1 million people, which way do they want it to be? Which way feels more right? Which way is going to provide the healthier situation is what I'm getting at.
Yes. Now, at that point, it becomes a personal choice. Because like I just broke down, it may not, the roles may be switched.
Yeah, it seems like you're speaking on the exception. I feel like a lot of people see the exceptions in their lives and that's what they base it off of.
That's why I said earlier, I may be biased. I may be.
Yeah, facts.
Maybe. So this
most people are.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, it's not a negative. That's just what I know. So I'm only speaking on what I know and what I've experienced and what I've seen and what I've talked about. So that's all I'm getting at.
Because if you ask 1 million women out there, they don't want to be the provider, hunter gatherers.
Facts. That is a
doesn't mean that they put in that position they not gonna do it.
Exactly.
It just means they don't want to do it.
Exactly. A want versus what you need.
And also them doing it, because it's like when it does switch and the woman has to be the provider, hunter gatherer, like the reference you just used. I've never seen a situation like that did not cause resentment for the husband or for the boyfriend.
I have the opposite of what you said. You haven't seen.
Basically, a woman having to pick up the slack and then like throwing it back in the nigga's face.
I mean, not necessarily throwing it back in their face, but it's like even if they don't actually act on it and like distribute it, internally that resentment is there. Whether it affects how they're gonna move, whether they're gonna change
some way it comes out.
Yeah,
I've seen that before, like hella times. It's almost as if like
and then it also askews because like. If we want to just keep it, right here with this specific example, it kind of askews things because then once you do start adding in the caveat of children, now it's people teaching their child how to do relationships based off their resentment of how they've had to maneuver in their relationship, not how they wanted to maneuver. And then that cycle trickles down to how we live now.
Yep, facts.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was getting as far as.
So I'm speaking more of the natural and the healthiest way.
Got you. Okay.
I was gonna say that resentment definitely comes out in like more ways than one.
Yeah.
And just off of like what you just said too, it turns into a fucking trickle down domino effect to where generations after generations after generations don't really know what the fuck they're doing in relationships. And also too, I feel like that's like that is what like caused the whole like independent, like I don't need a man for shit and like movement.
Yeah.
Where it's like the father, like men in households are like pivotal.
Or if you want to flip it, it can go to the other one. How a lot of people be like, bitches ain't shit.
Yeah.
But all them people who say bitches ain't shit, they don't want to deal with a woman who's not going to do those household things. They don't want the woman who's not going to cook and clean or take care of their children.
Facts.
So it's like those type of isolated situations can work for certain people, but when you're looking at human nature,
I feel you and I agree with you. Yeah.
It is so fucked up that a lot of our realities aren't healthy or natural.
Yeah.
That's life.
Especially at this point of
at this point in the way the world works.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's
But that's kind of like what I was saying one time. I was like, man, we need to get back to how shit was. Like, we need to get back. We need to start doing shit how they be doing shit in Game of Thrones.
Nah, because look, he was right. Like, okay, think about it like this. Nigga, the punishments were beheadings.
Hold on real quick.
Skinny. Well, go ahead.
I'm not talking about the Targaryens.
Yeah, the incest shit.
I'm not talking about Targaryens.
Nah, B. Y'all niggas ain't got royal
When you
blood.
referenced Game of Thrones initially, I just was like...
I wanted to make that statement.
That's
but
the
no,
one
what
part
I
we
mean by that, what I
Yeah.
mean by that is like everybody had honor for their house. It was like they would, like the way that they did their family units was way more for me and with my morals is way more respectable than what I see when I go outside.
Niggas don't care about like respect or morals nowadays for real, bro. It's like people who do are like the large minority. It's crazy. I was just having this conversation. All right, fuck it. I'll spill it.
This isn't what I wanted to lead off with though. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I just was just having this conversation, bro, with somebody, and they were saying how they're in a relationship, everything is cool and shit, and they got a voice memo from like one of their followers talking about how good they look and shit, and my whole thing on that is just like if. Like, and I guess, like, in the voice memo, the person was like, yeah, I know you got a nigga, but was, like, still trying to be on that. And my thing is just, like, and we've had this conversation, too. Like, that respect amongst men to where it's like, okay, I know that, like, that's somebody who's, like, with somebody. I'm going to just, like, chill unless, like, the opportunity arises. And it's right. And, like, she's not, like, involved with somebody else. Niggas don't even have that type of respect no more. Niggas just shoot regardless.
I think that only applies to marriage, though.
You think so?
Having that respect should only apply to marriage to me. Yeah.
See, I disagree.
Because like the concept of boyfriend and girlfriend is extremely made up and extremely new.
And if you want to get technical, since
if you was having before I start.
Go ahead.
If you was having sex outside of marriage up until like 200 years ago, you was a slut. You wasn't shit. You wasn't worth nothing. Nobody was gonna marry you. Like
facts.
I feel like we stopped coveting that. Like, yeah, so it's like boyfriend, girlfriend holds zero weight to me. And like to the actuality of things.
Only can't agree to that because you never know where something is headed.
You never know where something is headed. But like I have to live my life and make my decisions based off of where y'all might think y'all might end up.
And if you really want to get technical, like if we want to get down to it, and
I mean, let me say this: if the space is open enough for you to make that decision, and like for her to receive it, then I think that's like all the writing on the wall right there.
I mean, regardless of that,
to prove your point, I guess.
I just feel like a woman ain't yours unless you married her. Cause like she got her dad name, she belonged to him.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
That ain't your woman. Y'all playing games.
Yeah, you religious folk, y'all niggas break the rules of the Bible every day. You ain't supposed to be sleeping with a woman or a man at all until y'all are married.
You ain't supposed to live together either. Stuff like that.
Exactly.
I broke all these rules.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm just talking for the Christians that love to use that Bible as their handbook for life. Like you niggas is wildin'.
He's going off the. It's turning into a Christian hate podcast.
Stop me when I start lying. Stop me when I start lying. It's that simple.
You're right.
I think it's a certain group of Christians. I don't think all Christians.
Certain group?
Yeah. There's subgroups within Christianity.
Facts.
Yeah. I think that there's a certain group that you're talking about who be on that, but
Bro, if you do not follow the Bible for what they tell you,
I don't think majority of the Christians are like, if you don't follow the Bible from start to finish, then you're going to hell. I don't think that all Christians.
That's what
like
the Bible literally says. That is the point of the Bible.
Okay. I get what T Rose means.
What?
I get what T Rose means. You're spitting facts, but I get what he means. T Rose is saying like, if you can't call yourself that unless you abide by this. So y'all not abiding by that makes y'all posers for claiming this.
That's all I'm saying.
Kind of like the folks who be like, black power, black power, black power, go home to a white lady.
Literally.
The only reason why I say that is because like when you do the math on like how the Bible was written and all this and that, like, and then when you do the science behind Christianity and like where it came from and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying like, I don't think that like even like people who may identify as Christian right now, I think they believe in the Bible, but they probably don't like fucking agree with that shit like 10 toes down.
But that's what T Rose is saying. If you're not agreeing by it, if you're not abiding by that, then you're not actually a Christian.
That's literally what I'm getting at.
That's what T Rose is getting at.
Just do your research. Just do your homework before you start devoting yourself. Because literally like this, Tyler the Creator literally said like, bro, that ain't your religion. You just got that from your mammy who got it from her granny. Like that's just shit you was taught
from her master.
You just got inducted into this. This is something you believe, which is what I went through. I was just taught this because this was brought down to me from generations before me until I became my own and started putting the shit together. And like, yeah, I'm personally making this decision that this is not.
It's important to do your research and, you know, move accordingly how you see fit for your own life.
Right.
And that's all I
just
got.
Don't be a poser. That's all I'm getting at. That's all I'm getting at.
That's all I got.
My at name is 3 T Rose with 3 O's.
Hey, as a former street nigga, I feel like I couldn't even get the sentence out.
No, don't do that.
I'm just
what did you want to lead the podcast with, Malcolm?
Oh yeah,
we weren't supposed to be talking about this at all.
None of this was this nigga a street nigga, this was on the docket. That's what I wanted to know.
This was totally out of left field. Go ahead, Malcolm.
I was skating street.
All right, that's fair. Go ahead. Touche.
T Rose, one of us gotta have a child, so we can talk more about the parenting shit. Cause I feel like the self reflection when we get into those conversations be very good content, and we can only do that through Jalen. We've only been able to do that through Jalen this whole time. So
I mean, if Marcus
go ahead and handle that.
Go ahead and handle that.
Huh? So if Marcus was still here.
Yeah. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, I mean, I've definitely. It's been. Whew. I gotta watch my words here on this conversation.
What? Let me ask you. Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so we can direct this so you don't hang yourself.
Okay, bet.
What do you feel like you need? What do you feel like you are missing to mentally be prepared to step into that role
of a parent, of a father? What am I mentally missing? Where you want to start? So I am.
Let's keep it kind of surface level.
All right.
Don't go all the way there, but give us something.
Got you. So one thing for sure.
I'll make sure the camera's still rolling.
I for sure need to improve so I can embed that into my seed is these are all in a sense the same monster, just they're the same size of the two sides of the same coin. So the doubt and fear factors and even the lust factors. And not lust just off of women, but like lust of anything that's negative or not progressive for you. That's something I need to 100% wholeheartedly kill. Because I don't want to inflict that in any way, shape, or form onto my child. In no way, shape, or form. Now, I'm not... excuse me. Shit happens unexpectedly. You never fucking know. So I may need to speed the process up faster than what I am to working on it now, but nonetheless, I ideally would like to get that three-headed monster out of me mentally and get that fixed and situated before I start
You said doubt, lust, and what?
My fear, doubt, self-doubt, and lust. Like the confidence level, the self-confidence factor.
We scared.
That's literally what I'm getting at.
Can't be scared.
You feel like not having self-confidence will make you not a good parent?
Definitely.
Or would it be or would it be something to where, because I ain't gonna hold you, like I've had that same like thought process, but the way that I like try to switch that shit up, bro, honestly, is just like not trying to, your kids aren't gonna ever be you, of course, right?
Right.
But like, if you notice like something that may be a similar trait that you probably weren't the best at, like self-confidence, if you notice that they're like doubting themselves, that's why I started daily affirmations, bro. Because I didn't have that shit when I was coming up as a kid. I mean, my parents, they did what they needed to do, but they didn't know about that shit, bro. So it's like, I feel like when you become a parent, bro, it's like, it's on you to like find ways that they not gonna have to like, go through certain shit that you may have like had to go through.
This is a fact.
Yeah,
it's a whole artifact.
So then let me ask you this also, because I asked T Rose, what does he feel like he's missing mentally to be ready to step into that role?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have now from being in that role that you didn't have until you had to be in that role?
I got somebody counting on me, bro. So like, I don't like.
I mean like as far as like a mental aspect.
Oh, mentally, bro. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Like shit may be foggy, bro, but when it comes down to like handling business, bro, like I have an ability now to just like lock the fuck in, bro. So I guess it's kind of like back to like me saying like no excuses. Like I don't know what to call that mentally.
You have accountability or like a drive.
I was about to say tunnel vision, accountability.
Stronger drive for sure.
Yeah.
Stronger drive for sure, bro. And it's weird, bro, because there's nothing you prepare for or anything, bro. It's like it's like as if it's like a mental decision when you have a kid. It's like, okay, I'm either just gonna like stay in this place that I'm at and potentially probably become a deadbeat and like not do what I need to do, or I'm gonna wake the fuck up and handle my business.
Yeah.
It was only two choices for me, bro. It wasn't really no like middle ground for real.
Gotcha. And let me ask you this. You feel like you had a chip on your shoulder to prove that you was definitely a better dad than what, or a better, like your household, and you had a chip on your shoulder. Am I wrong?
At first I did, bro. But then like when certain shit started happening.
You had more grace because you learned.
Yeah, I saw what my dad was talking about in a lot of instances, bro. And that could be with like relationships with women, all types of shit, bro.
Crazy.
That like I thought I knew the answers to type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Me and my dad had a conversation probably about a year ago where I was like, as I go out into the world on a daily basis, I understand you a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm at that point now with me and my dad's relationship.
Yeah.
Like I understand.
And I don't have children. I don't have a wife or nothing. But it's
but like I understand
just
what he was talking about.
The struggles of maintaining and then also being able to add something to thrive, to be able to give to 3 children. Like I couldn't imagine that,
bro.
I'm 26 years old at this age. My parents had a crib and I think 2 kids.
See, I'm glad that you got that understanding and you got that understanding. I didn't get that understanding. My dad died before I even was able to get that understanding.
But I guess what I'm saying is like, but it's not even from conversation. It's just from knowing how hard life is to then be able to think about all the times where like I was frustrated with you over some shit and not even realize that you was dealing with this over here.
Bro.
The only thing that I got from that, from the whole situation, like the relationship that me and my dad had, which is why it hit so hard when he did die, because we were literally on the verge of flipping a whole coin over. Yeah. So I never got there because all I knew and the only thing I understood from him as to why he was always in the streets is because nigga, society don't give a fuck about you as a black man in America. Quote, this is literally all I got.
So when did you understand that? Like you're saying, you got that understanding from conversating with him.
From conversating,
that's what I guess,
and from actually going out into the world as a,
and then being able to apply that. Got you.
As an adult black man, and then on top of that, just not even being funny, but just watching that episode from Snowfall when Franklin did have that alternative reality of what if he never accepted the streets and went to like nigga, I tried that and it didn't work. I tried the way that you niggas told me to do it. It didn't work.
Yeah.
So now I gotta do it my way. But now y'all looking at me as the enemy.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
So that's the only thing that I really got as far as understanding versus what you and you was just talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm glad y'all got that. I wish I would have got that, but I can only take what I got.
Nah, let me tell. That's what you can. I think you can still get it though.
Definitely still get it.
Even without the conversations. You just have to. I think it'll probably take longer, and it's probably gonna be more harder. It's probably gonna be harder, but I feel like I don't think that's escaped you. I think you can still get it
for sure. I wholeheartedly agree.
Would you be able to possibly elaborate on how? Because I'm honestly I
more
don't know.
more than likely it'll take a lot of like soul searching. You're gonna have to dig deep for sure.
Because I didn't get it from conversation.
It's gonna be mentally exhausting.
I got it from so when I think back to being a child, and then when I think how I feel when I go out into the world is how I found it, and then after I found it was when the conversation was had. So
I guess that might be where I get stuck. That third step you just pointed out.
Yeah. But that was just for me to let him know. So like to kind of get it off of me, to kind of like relieve the guilt for myself. It wasn't, cause it's kind of like, yeah.
And the thing is, all my
it's kind of like holding things against him.
Yeah.
For things that I now understand, I had to let it be known. It's like fuck that. Like I get it. Like I understand. So I can't understand how you probably feel cheated from not being able to get to that third step. But I don't know. I hope you'll be able to find solace in the fact that y'all were on the way to something good. Even though the destination wasn't, you felt like the destination wasn't gotten. I hope you'll be able to find solace in the fact that you know that y'all was going there.
I feel like you will, bro. I feel like you will.
I mean, I've accepted that I knew that's where we were going, which is why it hit so fucking hard. Yeah. Because I seen it. The last conversation we had was literally a conversation that was like the preface for this. Like a conversation that could have been this. And literally we was like yeah, I'm about to go on tour, but when I get back, we own that. Like that's what we own. And midway through, that's when that shit happened. So, and it was weird because like I find out my biological father is not, and I got to go to my stepfather who actually was there to raise me.
That's a weird paradox, ain't it? Bro, so let me ask you this. Your biological father.
Yeah.
What was his relationship with his father?
I never got to.
If you know at all. Nothing.
The most I know is, this is the most I can see that he possibly still meant something to him, but I don't know their relationship. When his funeral came about. When his funeral came about, that was the one and only time I've ever seen my dad actually cry.
Gotcha.
That was the only time.
Gotcha.
And even then, it wasn't like no boo-hoo, like, hold me up. Like, he literally was sitting there like this. Tears was falling. He was just staring at the casket. And then that was it.
So, because when you were saying that, when you was just explaining where y'all got to in y'all relationship, I'm just overthinking. I'm like, damn, what if he never even got there with his father?
And I've thought about that too, but I literally don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't have anybody that I could ask that will be able to give me a full coverage of that. Yeah.
And unbiased. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't even have that for him. So that's why I'm really like, shit. All I got is my brother and my sister. And even then, at this point, I still don't know if they're like giving me an image that they don't even
trying to protect you type shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even think y'all realize, like, nigga,
it could be a biased filter they're giving you from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need that.
It's like, nigga, I just want the real, dog. Like, regardless.
You gotta understand though, bro. Everybody's lens is gonna be different too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's another thing.
That's their dad too. So they.
Yeah, and then my sister, that's his baby girl. So that's like, you know, daddy's little girl. So it's gonna be totally different. And then my brother, that's his oldest son. So it's just like
even more different from.
And
the
I'm the
other
baby
two.
boy, but it's like, I never got to where y'all niggas got to or whatever. Like, I don't even know where Scooter was at.
It's kind of like when we was watching Peaky Blinders. Like different relationships you see with the children and their
y'all
father.
got the same dad, or just you and
So Taylor, the one that y'all met, is
Yeah.
my stepfather's actual child.
Okay.
Facts, yeah.
The brother and sister, I was just talking about her on my dad. That's on my dad's side. I'm the baby on my dad's side, but I'm the oldest on my mama's side.
Facts.
So the older brother that was with you in Arizona when you got the whooping for MySpace.
That was my stepbrother.
stepbrother, yeah.
That was my stepbrother's actual son.
Got it.
The woman from Boss Space is hilarious.
I was trying to just paint the picture so I could like
Yes, that's the stepbrother. When I was in Arizona, I was with them. I was not with my biological.
See, I've had to put this stuff together over the years.
Yeah.
But I'm with you now. Facts.
Yeah.
He mentioned 2 sets of brothers and sisters.
Yes.
So I was confused.
Okay. Yeah. That makes
Which
sense.
is why you ain't hear me. So I was like, big, I've been all 3 roles. I've been the youngest, middle, and the oldest. So yeah, that's how that goes. So
I know I can say for a fact, bro, like my dad's lack of relationship with his father shaped the way that he shaped why he went so hard for me and Jalid, for sure, bro.
And that's something I also think of too when I think about like my dad's relationship with his father. Like my dad said he only got like 2 things from his dad. But
like lessons or just actual tangible or like
it may not be too okay, it may be a few things. Let me not put a number on it so I don't get it wrong. But yeah, like my dad told me a story one time when he was talking to his father. Yeah. He had him write down the alphabet for him. And my dad writes like that to this day. They got the same penmanship.
Damn.
And it's and the way my dad writes it could be a font. Like I don't know what the fuck.
He said it could be a font.
like when my dad does his signature, it's the same every time. And the way he writes, like as soon as I see it, I'm like, that's my dad handwriting.
Off rip.
Damn. Like can't mistake it for nothing else.
Damn.
And to know he got that from his father, it's like, wow, that's weird. But it's like that's one of the only things I hear him say he got from his father. Besides his name.
I can't even really have a conversation with my dad my dad about like his father without it like getting like very
tense.
Yeah, like it's almost you can like just like see the hurt like rise up out of him and shit.
Gotcha.
I don't like even really bringing it up.
Like you can tell
you don't want to put him in that situation.
Because I remember when I was in the 2nd grade and he was murdered and shit. And when my dad got the news, I'll never forget. It was me, my mom, and Jalil was like maybe like 1 or 2 years old. And first time I ever seen my dad cry, bro, was when he figured out his dad died. But it was like that he still had that resentment and that hate.
Definitely.
So like, bro, he'll tell you this himself, bro. Me and him made a trip down to Birmingham, Alabama, bro, from Indianapolis, just for him to see the grave so he could make sure he was dead. And then we got back in the car and went back to that. It's not funny. This is not.
Wait, as in make sure.
I just want to make sure he was dead.
Like
he literally said it just like that. I just want to make sure the nigga was dead.
Okay. All right.
I thought it was saying
he didn't believe it.
Like
he couldn't
believe it.
Or he couldn't accept it until he seen it or whatever.
But it was, and I think it's like masking it. But I think that it was some hurt in that. But I'm masking it as like I just want to make sure the fuck nigga was dead. You're trying to mask it.
That's how it was delivered to you.
Yeah.
But you think the thought process was somewhere else.
You don't, bro. I don't care what nobody says, bro. You don't cry over somebody passing away, bro, unless it's really something there.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So to try to like mask it as like I'm crying because I'm so mad.
Confused too.
You know what I mean? Though.
Yeah. What you mean
like,
confused?
Cause nigga, up until that point, we did.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got the intrinsic connection though with your blood.
Yeah.
See,
and you had the conversation of like y'all getting back right when you got back off a tour, so you was looking forward to that.
But see,
that
I was expecting me, and knowing me, I wasn't expecting no more than, bro. I cried like
still have hope though, bro. It's your dad.
I understand, but I'm saying how I just explained to you how my dad didn't do like no boo-hoo and crying when his father died.
Yeah.
That's how I expected me to be about him because of the relationship we had.
And you did the opposite.
Nigga, I cried over him like it was Shirley. Like it was my grandma.
Yeah.
Like it was like that. Like bro, you can ask South, Big J.
Yeah.
You ask all these niggas.
Yeah.
Like I was in the back of the van. Yeah.
Man, y'all finna make me cry.
Yeah, like bro, South was in there. He was like, bro, I feel he consoled me. South and Big J were the main 2 niggas that really got me right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like
shout out to South and Big J.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused. It blew me. It blew my mind that I was like, I shouldn't be like I shouldn't be. I don't think I should, but like the fact I am shows that it was something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Side note, real quick. I have a lot of respect for South. Like a lot.
Fuck with South.
Yeah.
Facts. Shout out South, man.
Facts.
For real.
One of the rare real ones left for sure.
Yeah.
Bruh. But yeah. So that's why that confused me at that moment. But
I can see you being a little emotional, confusing there.
You brought up like being mad at your like parents for like stupid shit when it's like they're trying to like show you certain shit. And I can't help but think about, and this is why I kind of carry this now to where like I try to just like make sure that like I'm good and I'm right with the people who I value in my life.
It's about the fake Newtons.
No, what fake news? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't even eat that shit.
I know.
Okay.
I know why also. That's what I'm referencing.
You're funny.
I wasn't even trying to be funny.
I forgot all about that shit.
Oh, okay.
But it's crazy because my response was instantly like, what? Why would you mention Fig Newtons to me? I hate those shits. But I didn't even do the math as to why I hate Fig Newtons. Yeah. That's funny.
Every time I eat like those fig bars, I'll be like, I can't not think of that.
No, bro. So I think I told both of y'all when I like didn't talk to my dad for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when I like as like a 31-year-old man now, bro, like I think about that shit. And it was just so petty. It was so petty, and I thought I was proving so much of a point, bro. Like
By not speaking.
Yeah, but it was like I felt like I needed to do that, bro, because I felt like he didn't like really respect me as a man, bro. And I felt like he thought he could just like move a certain way with me, bro, that like I wasn't really feeling, bro. So it was like,
You understand? I'm not that little kid no
yeah,
more.
I'm about to stand on this shit.
Yeah.
But it was over some stupid shit like I was still using his GI Bill for college, and I was trying to transfer to fucking Texas.
So okay, maybe the reason might have been a little,
He was
immature,
1,000% right, but the way he went about it, bro.
That's what I'm getting
I
at.
wasn't. Yeah, it's like the delivery and shit,
You
bro. I
was
wasn't
going off
feeling
more
it.
principle, but he was really just trying to get you
and
right.
I felt like he was looking out, but the way he was like delivering the message was on some other shit. But in retrospect, when me and him have the conversation now about the shit, it's like, bro, you were like,
Wow.
yeah, and bro, I just told y'all what I was doing in 2012. I did not need to be in Texas by myself, chasing the NFL.
Hold on, wait. You was chasing the NFL in 2012 still?
For sure.
For sure.
Briefly though. When I say briefly, like, nigga, I wasn't really taking that shit serious. I wasn't really working out for real. Like, I was like lying. Like, yeah. I just left the gym. I just got done like with a session. About to go to Walgreens and get some snacks. Probably about to go get some box.
Nigga high as a kite. Hey, bro, I just left the gym, bro.
You know what's funny, Johnny? If we was friends then, we probably wouldn't be friends now.
No, I wasn't lying to my friends knew what I was on.
I know.
I was lying to my dad and shit though for sure though. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But like, was you telling your friends you wanted to go to the NFL?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, like Abe them knew like bro,
I'm like, nigga, you just got done.
bro,
Like, what the fuck?
No. So like, I'll tell you this is how it went, bro.
Okay.
Like I still had dreams of like wanting to go to like college and play football and shit. Like probably my first year, and I was like, hey, second semester I can start working out, and then that first semester of next year I can like
Walk on.
transfer and walk on somewhere. But bro, when I tell you like by like the time like spring break rolled around, bro, and I realized I wasn't in the gym at all, I was just getting high and buying shoes.
Nigga say, yeah, bro, let's cut
So
this
wait,
shit.
so
I'm
you wasn't
like-
lying to your dad for real? You was kind of lying to yourself?
I was still trying to lie to myself a little bit, but I was lying to because my dad was under the impression I was like still trying to play and shit.
Yeah.
But mentally, bro, if I'm being realistic now, I can be realistic as fuck. Bro, I mentally checked out of like playing football ever again, bro, after we got beat by Avon.
You said this. You
I
said
think
this.
you did say this before.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he was like, once that game was, he was
Bro.
like, yeah, nigga, I'm not doing
I almost felt like I was free, bro.
That nigga said, Avon, we lost to y'all, nigga.
Bro, but I'm just saying though, like once we lost though, I was just like, and I wasn't playing. So like I had like no real like attachment to the sport for real, bro. And I love football, but like just like willing to like go out there and like risk my body and shit, bro. I'm just like,
nah, I'm cool.
man.
You said like Jamie Foxx in that interview when he was talking about, actually one of the interviews instead, that nigga was talking about Any Given Sunday.
Hardcore rapper.
Bro.
Oh, that.
Bro.
He was like, ain't nobody finna hit my body. Hit my $1 million
Fam.
body. I need this body.
That's why I say, and I stand on this, and my dad don't like this shit, but I stand on it. Like, bro, like, unless JJ is like how I was begging my parents to let me play tackle.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not about to just, I'm not about to just like
Put him
push
in
you
the
out
football.
there and put you in some pad, like maybe flag. I might do flag.
I was
but,
gonna say
like,
you should date her do how my mom did with me. She just put me in flag until
I'm gonna let him
I
see
got
if he
to-
likes it.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm not
what
about to
she
be
did.
like, yeah, football. Because at that point, it becomes like a burden. Like you go into a place where you get hit Like, think about it outside of a nigga who is not into sports for real and that doesn't have the desire. My parents are making me go to a place where I have to like hit other people, and it may hurt. It might hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This shit is not fun.
Yeah.
I liked hitting people. I had a lot of issues.
I'm telling you, dog. Once we did that drill in Detroit,
Oklahoma, yeah.
like
That right there will turn niggas into basketball players.
He was like, you the reason I don't play that shit no more.
Yeah, that'll turn niggas into basketball players.
That was like Tuesday. Friday was my last practice.
You been plotting all week though. After that,
I believe you
drill.
said you didn't even make it through the practice.
This is how I plotted. I told Marty to pick me up at 5 instead of 6 on Friday. I left early, never came back. Like, to the point where, like, he was at the school. They had to get somebody from the office to come out onto the field at Lincoln and find us to pick me up early.
Damn, he was there.
Did all that.
Time out.
Yeah,
so,
Michael really was
what,
done,
time out. So,
nigga.
like, did they just, like, did y'all have, like, locker rooms and shit, I'm assuming? Like, where your pads and shit was at, or?
We hadn't even played a game yet. This was.
So, who came and got your pad? You just turned them back in, or?
I think my pad. I leave them on the field. And did we have, like, a big-ass bag of pads or something?
That's so disgusting.
I don't remember, bro.
That is terrible.
I don't remember.
Y'all didn't have like your own personal pads. Y'all was just like, oh, whoever gets the best pads gets these pads today for practice. That's very unsanitary, and Lincoln should be sued.
I think so.
Lincoln should be sued. That's how you get.
I
What's
think
that
they
shit?
had different positions, like certain pads for different positions.
Yeah, that's
right?
disgusting. You know, that's called like staph infection when like dirty sweat gets inside your pores and shit.
Yeah.
They had a case of that at North Central on the wrestling mats. And a nigga had like that shit like all on his scalp. It was disgusting.
Bro, that's why I cleaned the wrestling. Bro, I used to do wrestling. That's the only sport I've done like
Consistently.
I did and liked and like what it did again.
Really?
Yeah, other than baseball, but I didn't make the baseball team. So,
The training for wrestling is really very, very excruciating. Bro, I tried to train with Spence one time, bro. I was like, never again. You wrestling niggas got it. I respect it.
dog,
This shit is not for me.
dog.
Not for me, bro.
That was-
and Spence, bro, you think Spence cool in the classroom, bro? That's a whole different motherfucker when the coaching side comes out, bro.
Cause he like, nigga, that's not my field. This is where I
Bro,
thrive, nigga.
bro, I wish you could meet Coach Spence, bro. Coolest teacher ever, bro. Cool than a bitch.
He's somebody wanted to teach computer class, right?
Yes.
Word.
He's a wrestling head coach.
Sports
You know what he do now?
No, what's he do now?
He lit now. I rock with him. He be on TikTok going crazy.
Coach Spence.
Facts.
Really?
He don't do none of that shit.
Oh, he ain't Pike no more?
I don't think so.
Wow, they lost a valuable coach.
When I see him, bro, he be talking about enlightenment and positive affirmations and like aligning your chakras and making sure you on a higher vibration and shit. Like that's what he be on TikTok.
Send me his. I want to support him. Send me his shit. He's just a good like individual, bro. Very, very solid person,
And he do the
bro.
chess team and everything.
Yeah, he was a yes.
Yep.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
Me and him connected on web design and chess.
Really?
That was our
Okay.
relationship was based on. Yeah.
Okay. But he was just somebody that was just like always cool just to like talk to type shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't even gotta be about like no real shit. Like even when I was like wild in my senior year, he was like one of like the only teachers who was like, you think you smarter than the system, but you're not a dumb nigga, bro. Like he didn't say that verbatim, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of just like kept me like inspired. When everybody was on my ass and shit, kind of kept me inspired to like make something out of myself type shit. And I fuck with him off of that.
Yeah.
So shout out to you,
And
Coach Spence.
one thing I'll say about him is he was never overbearing with his shit like that.
Facts.
It was just like, I'm gonna give you this, take it if you want it.
Free game. Literal free game.
Yeah. And I only had bro for 1 year.
See, I never had him as a teacher, bro. I was on a football team, bro, and me and shout out to Trey, RP Trey.
Facts.
Me and Trey had like a few classes together and shit. But Coach Spence would like pop up though, but like Trey was never on bullshit for real.
Mm-hmm.
So like just off of me being cool with like hella people who was on the wrestling team, like I kind of would just like talk to him in passing type shit. And he was real, you know, Alexis, my homie. I don't you probably don't remember. He came to the Lovers and Friends event.
I don't remember.
Alexis was he was on the wrestling team too, and
He
him.
kind of dark skin.
He's not really dark.
Was he wearing denim?
Yes.
He was wearing a denim jacket.
Yes.
I literally only
I
remember.
remember his outfit. I don't remember his face.
He had on Yeezys too.
Yeah, I remember his outfit.
Yeah.
I don't remember his face.
Okay. He got
I
locks
was
now.
probably
Though.
hating.
He got locks now
I'm
though.
like, this nigga's trying to show up fresh in my living room. Like, I want some of the hoes. Like,
He's always been like clean though. But
That's funny.
but no, he was
a
on
hater.
he was on the wrestling team. So like just Like I would just kind of like be around Alexis and like just be with like Coach Spence just off of the strength of me like being cool with Alexis type shit.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Coach Spence though.
Yeah,
I didn't know he wasn't at Pike no more though.
I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Bro, I haven't seen him in a educational setting like that.
See,
on the internet.
I gotta stop thinking that like
Everything
2011 was like 2 years ago and it wasn't. That's my mistake when I think about like Pike or anything like from my childhood.
Ago,
I know, but like I still be thinking that like people were supposed to still be in them spaces that
Nah, bro.
was like.
Because when you randomly see where Pike is, then you be like, nigga, I don't even.
I don't
like...
be wanting him to be there no more. Like when you just told me he's not at Pike no more, I was like, oh, that's what's up. He was way bigger than being a computer
You know
teacher.
what I'm saying? Like, okay, so you got homies and shit, but you know they got little siblings and stuff that go to the same school. So when you see the update of the school, you be like, that don't even.
Nigga, when
none of these people.
when I see the update of the siblings and they're active adults in society now.
Exactly.
It's like, bro,
that'd
like,
be like, yo,
bro, like Freddie, bro. Freddie is Jaliz's age.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember Freddie being a little nigga. So when I seen him at the event,
like an eighth grader, like
no, I'm talking about like fifth, fourth, third grader.
Oh,
He's
okay.
been, bro, Jalid and Freddie been cool since like Deer Run type days.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I seen this nigga grow
So
up.
I've like played
I
Xbox.
heard y'all live. Did you ever go to Duran?
No, I was the guy nigga through and through.
Okay.
I never,
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard Duran's library was lit back in the day.
Probably was. They built they were one of the elementary schools that got a new school built. Like,
I think they might have been the first ones.
Yeah, they were the first ones
Now
that got
they
it.
all got a new one.
Now all of them got a new one, but they were the first ones when Guy and Creek still had that old ass outdated building.
I heard their library used to be lit. I used to be hating like, damn man, our library.
I've heard good things about Deer Run.
Yeah, me too.
I have to ask Corey. I know his mom was there for a minute.
You just want the shit in the book at their library, didn't you?
I was in the classroom when I said the book,
That's
but sure.
crazy. That's just even crazy. That small condensed area. Can you just imagine?
Crazy.
How did that smell? How didn't it smell? That's what I'm getting at, bro.
You know, so,
I know that was
the teacher.
I know that was Wonder
probably,
Balls and McDonald's chicken nuggets. All in that.
This might like eventually find it.
Huh?
This might find it eventually.
Yeah. Let me think. If I think hard enough, I might be able to remember who found it.
See, I imagine with that being one of those things where it's like it probably smelt for like a little bit, and the teacher blew it off like on some.
It'd be a bunch of kids in here all the time.
Yeah, was it a Friday?
Bro,
that probably was the type of shit we did on a Friday. But I don't think but it probably wasn't found till like the next Friday.
So the smell.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
It wasn't a huge turd. It was probably the size of one of those buttons. One of these buttons.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it didn't. It's probably not going to smell. It got smashed in the book.
Goddamn, if it was the size of this button.
It got smashed in the book. So the smell probably wasn't really that crazy. Just finding it,
dried up, weak old shit in a book,
and then opening it probably activated the smell after a week.
Probably.
It probably activated the smell, and it probably just went crazy and everything.
I ever say about the second time I shit on the floor on accident? That's cool,
bro. Nah, we good.
Why is there a second time?
Yeah, that's why I said.
Bro, that's why I stopped respecting teachers, because it's like if I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, it was one of those situations. Your mom and your dad definitely had a lawsuit on their hands.
No, it wasn't.
If you tell me I can't go to the bathroom, I shit on myself. That's a lawsuit. Sorry.
Okay, so
you're holding me hostage.
Okay, so that time the turd was probably like the size of this knob, and it fell out my shorts, hit my shoe, and like landed on the ground.
That's kind of what happened with me with the
and they thought
camp
it was
situation.
Somebody thought it was a bug.
Oh, niggas knew my shit wasn't a bug. That shit just.
I'm so glad nobody's seen it though, but it's so funny because I was standing. Bro who opened the studio, I was standing right next to his desk when it happened.
Yikes.
I gotta ask him if you remember that shit. No.
Please don't ask
Don't ask him that. Hey, bro, you remember that shit? No, literally, do you remember that shit?
Can we pause? I gotta piss so bad. I'm on my second gallon of water.
Shit, we got an hour deep.
I'm saying, how like, yeah, I was like, we damn near wrap it up after this.
Oh, well then, I gotta take a piss. Thank y'all for tuning in. Episode 195. Podcast episode's been rolling out. We them niggas. We love y'all for listening to us. Y'all them niggas.
Thank you.
Clap it up for everybody. Peace, love, and hair grease. If you a black man, be safe. If you a black woman, be safer.
Be even safer.
I'm sweating.
Much love to y'all, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.